Hey, it's Manu back with, I guess, another video. So how do we double our monthly recurring revenue, right? So why do most coaches or business owners in general struggle to grow? Oftentimes, most business owners, they start a business because they're really passionate about a specific business. Like, I love e-commerce, or I love sales, or I love real estate, that other people have to love this too. I need to give this to people, right? So they may never make a bunch of money because that's not necessarily always the case, right? Most coaches struggle scaling because they're attached to their do it for you model, right? And they don't notice that there are other models out there with potential of creating revenue as well, right? Whether that be do it with you, with one-on-one, one-to-many, right? Webinars and such, or do it yourself, or just like a simple course, right? Well, the purpose is to add an extra 50K per month. And the easiest way to do that isn't by getting you more meetings for your main primary offer, which is your do it for you offer. It's actually leveraging what you already know and doing something maybe a step down from that, right? Whether that be a do it with you, a do it yourself, or a one-to-one, right? So the easiest path to doing that is finding a starving crowd, offering them a solution that they can afford, and then leverage a mechanism that doesn't require much work. And the important piece is doesn't require much work, because you don't want to dedicate your entire life to it unless it's enough, or you think that it's valuable enough to dedicate a large amount of time, as long as you're getting like a large sum of money as well, right? So how do you add an extra 10K in the next 7 to 14 days? Right? Easy. Find a crowd that's starving. And oftentimes you can do this by just looking back at your past sales call or the past people that you've actually talked to, and you're just like, hey, where in this did I not close them because they couldn't afford it, right? Most of the time it's a budget issue, and because they have a budget issue, you can probably downsell them to something else. It could be your do it for you offer, right? Step down. Right? Understand their desired state, right? You don't want to be selling something to people that they don't want, right? So before you start creating solutions and creating courses and spending 6 months on creating some e-com online university or some coaching university or something, right? You want to make sure, what did they actually want during that call? And can I provide that with the least amount of time or with resources I already can leverage, right? So then make a Loom, right? Make a Loom video like I'm doing now saying, hey, here's a new affordable solution. Would you be interested, right? And you could just go back to the people that you actually are already sold to and ask them, hey, are you interested in this product, right? We talked about it. You said you didn't have the budget, but this is something different in that you still get your desired state. Maybe you didn't want all of the package. You wanted little subset sections of the package, and we can give that to you. And of course, book a call with that prospect and close them on their new done with you program, or do it yourself, or whatever it may be. It's usually going to be a done with you program, right? And so, of course, if you do sign some new customers, please feel free to share it with me in the Facebook group, because I would love to see actually people taking action on that and making some progress, right? So how do you actually structure or sell a program? Well, this is what I would recommend if you were to do that, right? Or do it with you offer. Do a 6-week program. It could be 4 weeks. 6 weeks is pretty good, right? You could do one-to-one, one-to-many. You can do it many ways, but you want to make it a more personalized program, which means you may have to dedicate some more of your time. But like I said, it's up to you on how you want to price it to make it worth it to you, right? So of course, you could try to, if they can't afford like a monthly retainer or with some ad spend, you can always make it just a month of retainer, and then you could have it starting from whatever it may be, whether that's fairly low ticket to fairly high ticket, right? And then what to include in the program is something you figure out as you go. So as you're trying to figure out what we want to put in this program, because this is what the people need, you just have to listen to the market, right? You want to get a few customers and see what they're looking for. When you do your one-to-ones, are they asking, I want to learn how to build cold email systems, or I want to learn how to build Instagram outreach systems, or I want to make sure that my Instagram accounts don't get banned for my outreach, right? You're going to listen to see what people are wanting, and then you can create a program tailored around those things. So you're going to start with not a very strong structure, But over time, as you do it and you continue to tweak it and you continue to get feedback from the market, then you'll be able to actually say, okay, this is what needs to be in this program, because this is what the general public wants. And of course, if there's a small, minute portion of the public that wants something more complex, you can create that for them too, charge a higher price. And of course, when you're on these calls and you're going through your processes and you're sharing your SOPs, make sure you record all of these, because if you don't record them, then you won't know how to actually learn and advance your program. So that's pretty much it, right? Remember, there's always a do it with you offer you can put on the table if they're not ready for the complete done for you offer as well. You can even upsell them eventually to that done for you offer, which is why it's always important to have a group that you own, so that you can own attention, so you can actually push these kinds of offers with the same audience, or even new audience, and actually retain some of these customers that you bring on.